All right, we'll try this again. Good evening and welcome to Geneva for this evening's matchup between the first place Batavia Muckdogs and the Geneva Red Wings. Austin Mendes alongside Jared Val. Evening's matchup. The Muckdogs currently sit at 16-4 on the season, in first place in the West. The Double Days at 12-7, 3.5 games behind. Then the Elmira Pioneers are in third place at 4.5 games behind. The Tarp Skunks 7 games behind. The Red Wings 7.5. The Newark Pilots are 9 games behind, and then the Americans rounded off at 10.5 games behind. This evening's starting lineup is presented by Tompkins Bank. Lucas Lopez leads things off for the Muckdogs. Not sure why we're having audio issues this evening, but we're getting things underway. Lopez facing off against DiPiero. Lopez playing shortstop for the Muckdogs this evening. First pitch to Lopez upcoming. That one right down the middle for strike one. Next pitch upcoming. That one grounded over to the shortstop, picked up and thrown to first for the first out of the inning.
Lopez cracked that one over to third, but was just a tad late to get to the base in time as the throw beats him.
Next hitter up is the third baseman, Jake Butler, for the Muckdogs this evening. DiPiero, the first pitch to Butler, that one on the outside part of the plate for the first strike to Butler. Next pitch is upcoming to Butler. That one out to center field. Going back on it is the center fielder, and there is the second out of the inning.
The Batavia hitters are not wasting any time swinging on pitches that they see and like, but just setting them directly to the fielders on for Geneva, and that's 2 quick outs.
That brings up Cooper Romick, who's the designated hitter this evening for the Muckdogs. First pitch is fouled off. Next pitch from DiPiero. That one swung on and missed by Romick.
Romick swing that time just a tad above where the pitch was headed, and he just couldn't make contact.
DiPiero getting ready. The 0-2 upcoming to Romick. Lifts his leg and the delivery. That one high for the first ball. DiPiero gets set. The 1-2 offering upcoming to Romick. Here's the pitch. That one high again. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Romick in this count.
Up and away to the righty Romick that time, and he's slowly battling back in this at-bat after trailing 0-2.
Next one outside. Now it's a full count to Cooper Romick. DiPiero gets the next pitch. He's set and the delivery. That one lined out to center field from Romick. It'll fall down.
Geneva's center fielder dove for that catch and almost had it, just fell out of the glove there, and that puts Romick on base.
James Bolin now comes up for the Muckdogs. Romick leading off at first base. Next pitch, that one fouled off.
That pitch just a tad away for the righty Bolton, and he sends it north of the Red Wings dugout.
Next pitch is high again. 1-1 count. Next pitch, that one a little low for a ball, and now a 2-1 count. DiPiero, a 2-1 upcoming to James Bolton. Lifts his leg and the delivery. That one high.
He's thrown several high and outside pitches to these Muckdog hitters so far, and they're not offering on him. Great discipline by Batavia at the plate.
DiPiero gets ready for the 3-1 pitch to Bolton. That one outside, and Bolton will walk.
That walk puts Romick in scoring position. And that brings up the left fielder, Sean Mendaz.
Mendaz playing left field for the Muckdogs this evening. He had a tweaked hip, which kept him from playing the field in the last few games. He's back, fully recovered. DiPiero gets ready for the next pitch. That one lined out to center field. Nunnally going back on it. It'll fall. Romick rounds third. Bolin comes over to third. Being waved around is Bolin. Mindas in there with a double. Bolin coming to the plate. 2 runs will score. Mindas moves over to third on the throw.
And that's a triple for the left fielder, Mendaz. And after the last game, where the Red Wings started out 6-0 in the first inning, the Muckdogs are the one now getting on the board early and taking the lead on the road.
That brings up Anthony Greco to the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. DiPiero getting ready for the first pitch to Greco. Mindas leading off of third. First pitch upcoming. That one a little high to Greco. DiPiero, next pitch upcoming to Greco. That one swung on and missed. Now a 1-1 count. So 1 ball in, 1 strike. Next pitch, that one finds its way in the strike zone for the second strike, and now a 1-2 count against Anthony Greco. Next pitch, that one bounces in the dirt. Next one, little outside, and now a 3-2 count. DiPiero's pitch, that one a little high, and Greco will walk. So now runners at the corners for the Muckdogs, bringing up James Mason to the plate.
Second walk of the day for Batavia. And that's how they've gotten on the board so far. Bolton walked after a single from Romick, and he made his way around the diamond to score one of the 2 runs for the Muckdogs.
There's a ball inside on James Mason. That one fouled off by Mason. That one low for a ball. Now a 2-1 count.
The Red Wings talking things over at the mound as James Mason gets ready to hit.
Two balls and one strike with 2 outs. DiPiero's next pitch. That one grounded over to the first baseman. Butler sliding. He does not make the grab. But DiPiero will go over and get the final out of the inning. The Muckdogs score 2 runs in the inning. And now the Red Wings will be coming up to the plate in the bottom half of the inning.
I'm just not fast enough. I can't get that.
Why don't you go grab a car from Pellegrino's Auto?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Pleasure doing business with you, sir. Here's the keys.
Thank you for the great deal.
Yes,
Have
sir.
a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Evening for the Batavia Muckdogs is Gavin Chandler, a left-handed pitcher. In 20 2/3 innings pitched, he's allowed 19 hits, has a 2.61 ERA with 7 walks and 19 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting 2-4. Next pitch is another ball. That one a strike. Now a 2-1 count.
First 2 pitches were outside. The next one is way high and near by Chandler, just trying to find the strike zone.
That one misses, and now a 3-1 count. Three-one count upcoming from Chandler. That one outside, and he walks the first batter he faces this evening.
The leadoff hitter, Ryan Dawson, the one being walked by Chandler. James, not only the next hitter for the Red Wings, hitting lefty, so a lefty-lefty matchup on the field.
Throw over to first, and Bryant Dawson is in there safely. Not only the center fielder this evening for the Red Wings. Chandler's pitch, that one outside for ball one. One ball and no strikes. Chandler gets set. Next pitch upcoming, that one a little high, and now a 2-0 count. Two balls and no strikes. Chandler's next pitch is grounded into the gap into right field. That'll be a single for Nunnally.
That puts Dawson in scoring position. So the Red Wings have a chance to answer back to the 2 runs scored by the Muckdogs in the top of the first with another hit here.
Zach Butler coming up to the plate. No outs here in the bottom of the first. Chandler gets set. First pitch upcoming to Butler is outside. One ball and no strikes to the first baseman, Butler. Chandler gets set. 2 runners on. Next pitch upcoming. That one in there for the first strike in this at-bat. Now a 1-1 count.
Not only with a 2-step lead off of first.
Next one low for a ball. 2-1 count. Chandler set, next pitch upcoming. Swung on and missed from Butler, and now a 2-2 count. Chandler from the stretch, but Butler will call a timeout there. Chandler ready for the 2-2 pitch upcoming. The delivery is inside. Now a full count. 3-2 count. Butler trying to get on base and drive in the 2 runners on. Full count pitch upcoming. And the delivery, that one out to right field. Morris going after it. He will grab it for the first out of the inning. So a fly out to the right fielder, Morris, who came running a long way for that one. Now Colin Boyd comes up to the plate. Chandler is set from the stretch, going against the lefty this time. First pitch, that one bounces in the dirt for ball one. One ball and no strikes to Boyd. Boyd, the cleanup hitter for the Red Wings this evening. Chandler set for the 1-0 delivery. Here's the pitch. That one grounded into the gap, into right field. Morris picks it up, throwing across the diamond to third. Butler not able to get the tag down in time, and the Red Wings will score a run.
TJ Morris getting active on the field. And the Red Wings finally put a run on the board. 2 runners in scoring position. Only 1 out. A good chance to add some more.
John Lewis up to the plate. 1 out in the inning. It's a 2-1 game. Bolton going to have a word with Chandler. Two runners in scoring position for Chandler, and the Red Wings are threatening. Chandler lifts his leg and the delivery. That one lined out to left field, so the game will be tied now as Mindas will throw that one in off of the line drive single.
Anything you can do, I can do better. The Red Wings are hitting the ball and scoring early. They even the game up at 2. And with 1 out, still you have a runner at third that can come home to snatch the lead from the Muckdogs.
So runners at the corners for Geneva. It's a tie ball game at 2. Kessel steps up to the plate against Chandler. Lifts his leg and the delivery. That one outside to Kessel for the first ball. One ball and no strikes. Smith holding on Lewis at first base. Chandler's next pitch, that one outside again, and now 2 balls and no strikes.
Chandler getting down in the count early.
Chandler gets set. The 2-0 pitch upcoming to Kessel. That one fouled off. 2 balls and 1 strike. Chandler into a little bit of a mess here with 1 out. 2 runners on, and we're tied at 2. The 6th hitter for the Red Wings up. And there's an out at first base. Chandler catches Lewis leaning a little too far off the bag, and that puts 2 outs on the board.
Great decision to throw that pickoff attempt there. You catch John Lewis out at first after he's late to the bag. And that makes you one step closer to escaping this jam here in the first.
2-1 upcoming. That one outside. Now a 3-1 count. Chandler just needs 1 more out to get out of the inning. His delivery, that one outside. And he walks the batter, puts runners back at the corners with Trevor Dozenbach coming up to the plate. So Chandler back with runners at the corners. Gets ready for this pitch upcoming. That one high and outside. One ball and no strikes. Next pitch, that one out to left center. Mindas coming in on it, diving. Ball is down. Mindas with the throw in. And it will be a single that gets extended into a double, and the Red Wings take the lead.
You had 3 Muckdogs. Fielders going after that one in left center. Mindas was close to it. Grabbed it as soon as he could, threw it back into the infield, but not before another run scores for the Red Wings.
So now 2 runners on. LeMasters up at the plate. Trying to continue adding runs here with 2 outs in the inning. Chandler's first pitch finds its way in the outside part of the plate for the first strike. Chandler back from the stretch, lifts his leg and the delivery. That one, similar spot and similar result. 0-2 now. Chandler trying to get out of the inning here. 1 more strike away. Oh, 2 upcoming. That one out to right field. Morris gets it on the line drive, and that is how the inning ends. But it's 3 runs on 4 hits for the Red Wings as they take the lead right back from the Muckdogs, heading into the top of the second here in Geneva. Welcome back to Geneva. Eric Smith leading things off in the top of the second. First pitch grounded over to the second baseman, Boyd, who picks it up and throws it over the first for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out already for DiPiero in this inning. That brings up TJ Morris, the right fielder for the Muckdogs this evening.
TJ Morris, someone who's already getting active over in right field, caught 2 balls and had to throw another one back to the infield to make a play. Let's see what he does here at the plate.
First pitch is a ball to Morris. So Morris up 1-0 in the count. 1-0 upcoming. That one fouled off from Morris.
Just narrowly grazes the center of Morris's bat there. And that evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch from DiPiero. That one out to left center. It'll fall down in the gap. Morris rounding first, goes over to second. Ball is still kicked around at the fence. Morris will stay at second base, though, with a line drive double.
Great job by Morris to aim that shot over to the left center field gap where both outfielders had to sprint towards the ball to corral it after it hit the ground. And Morris already in scoring position. First runner to get on base in the second for Batavia.
That ball hit right off the barrel of the bat for those of you MLB The Show players out there. Could consider that one as a perfect. Hammond coming up to the plate against DiPiero. First pitch. That one high and outside. One ball and no strikes. There goes Morris over to third. Throw from the catcher. The tag not in time. And Morris gets in there with a stolen base.
Morris making an impact on both sides of the ball. After getting that double, steals a base, and now at third, he's doing it all so far in this game.
One ball, one strike. Hammond, next pitch upcoming. That one inside. Now a 2-1 count he is facing. 2 balls and 1 strike. DiPiero's next pitch. That one grounded by Hammond over to the left side of the infield. Lewis picks it up, but Hammond, his speed gets him on base with the infield single, and it's an RBI single as Morris comes across the score. So we are now back tied at 3.
You mentioned Hammond's speed. He's second in the team in stolen bases. Got to keep an eye on him if you're Geneva. You let him get to first. There's a good chance he'll run to second when you're not looking.
Lucas Lopez back up in the top of the lineup for the Muckdogs. Hammond on first base. First pitch, that one out to center field. It'll be caught by Nunnally, and Hammond goes back over to first. So that brings up Jake Butler, the third baseman for the Muckdogs this evening.
Just a rough start for Lucas Lopez, the shortstop. Had a ground out to third in his first at-bat. Just flew out to center in his second. Just can't find his rhythm early on.
First pitch upcoming to Butler. That one a little outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Jake Butler with Hammond on first. There goes Hammond. The pickoff attempt no good, and Hammond moves over to second base.
The second baseman, Lewis, had the ball in his glove and was ready to make the play. Just dropped it at the last second, and that little error, that nick of time loss there, is enough to get Hammond to second. And he's flexing his speed early, Austin.
Runner on second, 2 outs. Jake Butler facing a 1-0 count. DiPiero's next pitch, that one bounces in the dirt, and now 2 balls and no strikes. DiPiero, the 2-0 upcoming to Jake Butler. Looking at Hammond closely at second. He'll step off, and Hammond moves back over. So the Muckdogs have tied it in the top of the second. We're tied at 3 here in Geneva. Next pitch upcoming. That one bounces in the dirt again, and now Butler up 3-0 in the count.
A high-scoring affair here in Geneva so far in this one. The Muckdogs scored 2 in the first. Geneva answers back with 3 in the bottom of the inning, and then Batavia ties it up so far here in the second. Already 6 runs on the day.
That one, ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk, putting Butler on base for Cooper Romick to come up to the plate for Batavia.
Cooper Romick had a single in his first at-bat, was brought all the way around the diamond, and scored the first run of the game for the Muckdogs. He's been a key contributor to the 3 runs scored here.
First pitch, that one in there for a strike. Hammond safe. It's a double steal in the Muckdogs. Their runners move over 90 feet. That is a strike on Cooper Romick.
And we see the Muckdogs base runners attacking Geneva's third baseman there. We saw it with TJ Morris when he was on base before he scored. Sprinted over from second to third midway through the pitch, and now Hammond does the same.
Next pitch misses the strike zone. 1-1 count. DiPiero's next pitch. That one in there for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Cooper Romick. Next pitch, that one fouled off. Romick resetting. 2 runners in scoring position, Hammond on third and Butler on second. DiPiero gets set, and the next pitch upcoming to Romick. That one fouled off again.
Back-to-back foul balls for Romick. He's making contact, just can't quite get it where he wants.
So we'll do it again. 1-2 upcoming from DiPiero. That one out to left field. Getting back on it is Dozenbach. It'll fall down. Hammond comes across the score. Butler will score as well. And Romick slides in with a 2 RBI double. So now the Muckdogs retake the lead.
Romick, after fouling back-to-back pitches, hits the next one in a perfect spot in left center. Makes the 2 outfielders sprint towards it. It falls on the ground, and he brings 2 runners home to extend the lead.
So now James Bolin will come up to the plate for Batavia. DiPiero gets set. Next pitch upcoming. That one finds its way in the strike zone for the first strike on James Bolton.
Bolton walked in his first at-bat, was eventually brought home. The second run to score for the Muckdogs.
1-1 count. Next pitch upcoming. That one misses low, and now 2 balls and 1 strike. DiPiero resets. There goes Romick. Next pitch from Bolton. He drives that to the other field. Romick will come across to score, so it's an RBI single for James Bolton. Sean Mindas comes up to the plate.
When Geneva and Batavia last faced off, the Muckdogs scored 8 runs in the bottom of the second to erase a 6-0 deficit. Batavia currently at 4 runs right now in the second. Wonder if they'll try and beat that 8 runs scored from last game.
So Bolton leading off of first base. Mindas up at the plate. First pitch upcoming. That one grounded foul down the third base line.
Batavia coach Joey Martinez almost caught that one with his right hand, but let it roll past him.
Bolton with a 1-step lead over there at first. DiPiero's next pitch, that one fouled off from Mindas, and now quickly down 0-2 in the count.
Mindas just tips it foul. He's in an 0-2 hole. But if he gets out here, you can't be mad about this inning. 4 runs scored, and the Muckdogs currently lead 6-3.
DiPiero's 0-2 pitch. That one into left field from Mindas, who's now 2 for 2 on the evening.
Mendaz in his groove had a triple in his first plate appearance, now singles in this one. And Batavia got those 2 outs rather quickly, but since then have had success fighting at the plate and getting on base and scoring.
Two outs in the inning. That one outside for ball 1 to Anthony Greco. So Rios will go have a word with DiPiero.
Greco walked in his first at-bat, trying to get on base any way he can. And Mendaz over at first now talking things over with Batavia's assistant coach, Khalid Cox. Greco getting some words of encouragement as he takes the next pitch for a strike.
1-1 count. DiPiero gets set, and the next one upcoming. That one outside. DiPiero will step off. Bolton had nobody behind him. Miscommunication between the middle infielders and the pitchers. Next one fouled off.
Greco evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes with a foul ball there.
2-2 upcoming from DiPiero. That one out to right field. Diving. That one will fall. Bolton rounds third. Greco reaches on a single. Now runners at the corners with the Muckdogs holding a 7-3 lead.
Another run scores for Batavia to extend the advantage. Greco ripping that one over to right field. And Batavia is constantly making these outfielders work. You had a couple of hits that were out to deep left center. You had the 2 outfielders there sprinting over to try and get that one. And then the diving catch by the Red Wings right fielder now just narrowly missed, and as a result, the Muckdogs are piling on the lead.
James Mason fouls that one off.
The second baseman, Mason, 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out to first in his previous at-bat.
Next pitch, that one in the strike zone, and now Mason down 0-2 in the count.
Mendaz talking things over with Coach Martinez at third.
That one bounces in the dirt, and now a 1-2 count. So DiPiero gets set. Greco on first. Next pitch, that one out to right field. Getting underneath it is Bryant Dawson, and that is how the inning ends. But the Muckdogs in the inning score 5 runs on 6 hits. DiPiero threw 35 pitches in the inning. The Red Wings have somebody warming up in their bullpen as we now head to the bottom of the second here in Geneva.
Talk about an inning that you can most certainly be appreciative of if you're Batavia. 5 scored runs to sit you ahead by 4 after Geneva briefly snatched the lead in the bottom of the first. Just a great job by the hitters today for the Muckdogs, and they're all in a groove right now.
What do we got here today? What do you guys got?
How can I help you?
What do you recommend?
I don't know, we just got a fresh batch of Eli Fish's Muckdog Ale.
Muckdog Ale? Go Dogs! Give me some of those.
Muckdog Ale?
Ale coming right up.
Muckdog Ale!
Go Dogs, baby!
It's been a long time since Gavin Chandler has been on the mound in this one. That last inning took about 20 or so minutes. So Chandler's first pitch is right down the middle to Casey Burkroff. That one fouled off from Burkroff. Now 0-2. Chandler going back to work, lefty-lefty matchup. Next pitch, that one barely missing, and now a 1-2 count. 1-2 upcoming from Chandler. That one misses again. Now a 2-2 count. Chandler starts his windup. Next pitch, missing again. 3-2 count. That one misses again, so Chandler loses the batter here, and that puts a runner on first base. Owen Arias up to the plate, the catcher for the Red Wings this evening. Chandler gets set. First pitch upcoming. That one low again, and Chandler missing right now. 1-0 pitch. That one out to left field. Mindos going back on it. Arias drives that one. It's still going, and it's out of here. Owen Arias drives it out to deep left field, and the Red Wings add 2 on the 2-run home run.
Couldn't have asked for anything better there if you're Geneva. A 2-run homer by Owen Arias trims the lead to just 2. And how about this game, Austin? We're only in the second inning, and 12 runs have been scored. Just an offensive clinic by both teams today.
Not something that any pitching coaches like to see. Chandler's next pitch, that one bounces in the dirt. Chandler's next pitch, that one high for a ball. Next pitch upcoming. That one swung on a missed. Two balls and one strike, no outs in the inning. Bryant Dawson up at the plate. He's playing right field this evening for the Red Wings. Chandler gets that pitch and the delivery. That one on the outside part of the plate for the second strike. So now a 2-2 count against Bryant Dawson. Two balls and two strikes. Chandler starts his windup and the delivery. That one bounces on the plate and now a full count.
Dawson walked in his first at-bat. One ball away from being walked again. He's been battling back in this plate appearance.
That one grounded over to second base, picked up by Mason, thrown. That one hits Bryant Dawson in the head. He is down.
Almost looked like it was in time, but that throw threw him off course. He fell on the ground a few feet past the first baseline. Now getting up and walking back to first. And that's error number 1 for the Muckdogs. That'll bring up James Nunnally, the center fielder.
Nunnally 1 for 1 on the evening. Bolin going to have a word with Chandler right now. Mason, an off-balance throw right there, put a runner on, so that arrow will go on Mason. No outs here.
Mason working second base today. Usually he's a left fielder, so Coach Martinez just experimenting with his guys in the infield today.
Tucker Beving warming up for Batavia right now. Chandler throws over to first. So one strike in this bat. Chandler already at 42 pitches through one inning. Chandler throws over again. Bryant Dawson in there safely. Chandler getting ready. The 0-1 delivery, the slide step, that one fouled off down the third base line. No balls and 2 strikes.
Butler, the third baseman for the Muckdogs, trotted over to the dugout. Thought about going after that one, but it sails out of the park.
Chandler will step off after time was called. Still looking for the first out in the bottom of the second. Chandler's next pitch upcoming. That one high. Now 1-2 count upcoming. Chandler. Next pitch. That one out to left field. Mindas trailing over to left center. He'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. Zach Butler coming up to the plate for the Red Wings.
Butler had a fly out to Morris at right field. And his first at-bat, one of 2 caught balls on the day for the right fielder, TJ Morris.
Chandler getting ready. Lifts his leg and the delivery. That one misses outside. One ball and no strikes. Bryant Dawson leading off at first base. Throw over, and he's in there safely. So Chandler getting set. The 1-0 upcoming. Slide step to the plate. That one misses outside. (2-0) upcoming. Next pitch. That one bounces in the dirt, and now 3 balls and no strikes. Snap throw to first, and Bryant Dawson is back in there safely.
Butler not offering on any of the first 3 pitches in this at-bat, and it's worked for him. Ahead 3-0 in the count. 1 more ball away from being walked and advancing your teammate Dawson to second, putting him in scoring position.
Chandler's pitch, that one misses, so it's a 4-pitch walk. Now 2 runners on for the Red Wings. The tying run at first base, Colin Boyd coming up to the plate, who's 1 for 1 on the evening on a single to right field. Chandler's pitch upcoming. That one swung on and missed by Boyd.
The swing from Boyd just a tad short of where the pitch was going. It was just a little bit too far and outside for him that time.
0-1 upcoming. Chandler's next pitch swung on and missed again. So now Chandler up 0-2 in this at-bat. Have to be curious if a hit and run is called. Bryant Dawson has speed on second base. And if Boyd can hit it into the gap between third and short, could see a run score. There goes the runner. That one goes out to right field, though. Morris gets underneath it. He'll throw it in quickly. Double play, and Lopez grabs it at second base. So the Muckdogs able to get out of the inning with 2 runners on at the time. 1 runner left on base as we head to the top of the 3rd here in Geneva.
What a day for Morris. Already 3 catches out in right field. Has been brought home to score by a fellow Muckdog. He's playing well on both sides of the ball, and he's a big reason why Batavia is up 7-5 right now.
All right, so the green looking about 300 yards straight out, maybe a little bit dog leg right. We'll see what we got here with this draw here.
Hopefully I don't slice this one.
No golfing at Dwyer.
So where should we golf at?
What do you mean?
Atticus 10th hole in Attica, New York. 95 Bundle Street.
All right,
We should
we'll
go
take your
there.
word for it.
We should go there.
We'll take your word for it.
Jeez, this guy stinks. Go to the bullpen. Ready?
Me? Ow. Thanks to these Muckdogs jerseys, which you can buy now, I'm still fresh and still clean.
Leading off for Batavia in this inning is Eric Smith, the first baseman for Batavia. DiPiero still out there for the Red Wings.
Eric Smith, the lone Canadian on this team, celebrated Canada Day yesterday with the Muckdogs as Batavia got an 8-2 win over Niagara Falls. I spoke to him after the game just before we got on the bus, and he was super stoked to get the win yesterday on Canada Day, and he said he's very thankful he's part of this Batavia roster this season, just doing anything he can to be a contributing factor to this team.
TJ Morris comes up with 1 out in the inning. That one outside. Morris doubled to left center in his previous plate appearance. DiPiero's next pitch upcoming, the 1-0. That one grounded over to the second baseman. Boyd picked up That one actually goes underneath his glove, so Morris will try to extend it into 2, but he'll go back in there safely at first base.
Boy at second looked at his glove. At first he thought he had it, and then you saw the ball trickle past him into the outfield. Realized he didn't get it. Luckily, Morris didn't move to second, and instead the ball was thrown in to the infield shortly after. But how about Morris today? 2 for 2. And he's getting on base and keeping the offense flowing for Batavia.
DiPiero gets ready. The 1-0 delivery. That one swung on and missed by Hammond.
Hammond had a single in his first at-bat. Was brought in by the designated hitter Cooper Romick when Romick hit a double in his second at-bat.
DiPiero's next pitch, that one outside. Now 1-1 count. One ball and 1 strike. Slide step from DiPiero, that is high. Now a 2-1 count.
That pitch up and inside to the righty Hammond. He does an offer on it, and the count rises to 2 balls, 1 strike, almost a hitter's count.
Another attempted pickoff. Morris in there safely. Not taking too much of a lead. But lefties, they're able to hide their pickoff attempt to first base pretty well. All they have to do is take their motion over there to first. As opposed to right-handed pitchers have to step off the mound and then spin to throw to first. 2-2 upcoming. That one will fall down in right field. Hammond 2 for 2 on the evening.
Dawson a little late to get after it. And he allows Hammond to get on base for the second time today. That puts Morris in scoring position.
Lucas Lopez back up to the plate, the top of the lineup for Batavia. 2 speedsters on the base path for the Muckdogs.
Bit of a rough day for Lopez, who's usually a reliable option for the Muckdogs. He had a ground out to third in his first at-bat, followed by a fly out to center field. A hit now would be crucial for Batavia.
DiPiero getting set. The 1-0 pitch upcoming. That one low in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Lopez gets reset, the 2-0. That one down the middle, and now a 2-1 count.
Lopez stood flat-footed on the first 3 pitches. Has worked himself into a 2-1 count. He's just taking it 1 pitch at a time, not swinging on anything he doesn't like.
2 balls and 1 strike. DiPiero's next pitch. That one inside on Lopez. He does not pull the trigger. So now a 3-1 hitters count for Lopez. Jake Butler on deck. 1 out in the inning. DiPiero resetting. Here's the delivery. That one called a strike on the outside part of the plate, so now full count on Lopez. He thought that was ball 4. Turns out it was not. That one from Lopez bounces off the first baseman, Butler. Morris will come across the score. So Lopez will get in there on a single.
2 runs scored for Morris today. Has 1/4 of the total runs scored for the Muckdogs.
So that brings up Jake Butler to the plate with Hammond and Lopez on base. High-scoring affair through 3 innings. Lopez goes, no throw, so Lopez gets in there safely on the stolen base.
Lopez leads the team in stolen bases, and he shows you why right there. Quick to get to the bag before a throw can even be thought about by Geneva.
Next pitch in the dirt. One count on Butler. Next pitch upcoming. That one grounded up the middle by Butler. DiPiero grabs it. Hammond tries to spin around. He'll get tagged out trying to go to the plate. So it's a fielder's choice.
Hammond almost pulled that spin move off, was just tagged in the back at the very last second.
So Cooper Romick comes up to the plate. He's 2 for 2 on the evening. He singled and doubled in his previous plate appearances. Butler, a big lead over there at first. Slide step, that one outside for ball 1. Runners at the corners for Batavia. Next pitch to Romick. That one finds its way in the strike zone for the first strike. Now a 1-1 count. One ball and 1 strike. Next pitch upcoming. Romick fouls that one off behind the dugout of the Red Wings. One ball and 2 strikes on Romick. DiPiero gets set. Next pitch upcoming. There goes Butler. That one bounces in the dirt. So Butler advances 90 feet. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Romick in a 2-2 count.
The Muckdogs doing a good job of stealing bases today. The Geneva infielders are just late to throw the ball and late to react and make a play.
Three balls and 2 strikes. Full count pitch upcoming to Romick. That one grounded over to the right side of the infield, picked up by Boyd on the slide. Throw to first. They'll say he was still on the bag, so Romick grounds out. And that's how the inning ends here in Geneva. 1 run on 2 hits and 1 error on 23 pitches for the Muckdogs as we now head to the bottom half of the inning with Gavin Chandler coming back out to face off against the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for Geneva.
doing?
Good, how are you?
Can I help you?
Can I get one general admission ticket, please?
All right, so that's going to be $9. Having a great season, man.
Yeah.
First place.
First place,
I love it.
Muckdogs.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
If you would like tickets, call our number at 585-524-2260. Go Dogs.
John Lewis leads things off for the Red Wings here in the bottom half of the third.
Lewis 1 for 1 on the day with a single in his first plate appearance. Takes the first pitch for a strike.
Chandler getting ready for the 0-1 pitch upcoming to Lewis. Next one, that one popped up. Lopez getting back on it into left field for the first out of the inning.
Lopez having to jog a few feet behind short, but he makes the play and gets there in time.
Braden Kessel coming up to the plate, who in his previous at-bat, he walked. Next one, that one lined into left field, so Kessel reaches on a single. Trevor Dozenbach now coming up to the plate. He singled on a little blooper out to left field last time. Chandler getting ready. Next pitch, that one grounded foul.
Hessel made it 3/4 of the way to second before that one was ruled foul, and he slowly shuffles back to first.
Chandler gets ready for the next pitch. Kessel, decent sized lead. That one popped up. Mason getting back on it. He'll make the grab in right center for the second out of the inning. So the middle infielders acting as shallow outfielders here in the bottom of the third. Hugh Masters up to the plate.
And that's great versatility by Batavia's guys up the middle. Mason and Lopez not afraid to twist back and make a catch that's a little bit away from where they're currently standing.
One strike here to LeMasters. Chandler throws over where Kessel's in there safely. Chandler resetting. He's now set from the stretch. Lifts his leg and the delivery to the plate. That one right down the middle. And now 0-2. Chandler 2 strikes on LeMasters. Throw over to first. Kessel in there safely. Chandler lifts his leg and the next pitch, that one is high and outside, and now a 1-2 count. One ball and 2 strikes. Chandler throw over.
Chandler took a few glances at first before throwing that pickoff. Wasn't successful there, but was successful earlier today. for the Muckdogs.
Next pitch, that one outside, and now a 2-2 count. Two balls and 2 strikes. Slide step this time from Chandler, and he misses outside. Full count pitch upcoming. Chandler is set. Here's the payoff pitch. That one fouled off. Chandler set. Lifts his leg and the delivery. That one high, and he walks him.
Masters finally getting on base after flying out to the right fielder Morris in his first at-bat.
Casey Burkroff up to the plate with 2 runners on now and 2 outs. Lefty-lefty matchup. Chandler from the stretch. That pitch misses outside. Chandler resetting. The 1-0 delivery. That one misses inside this time, and now 2 balls and no strikes. Smith playing off of the line over there at first base with a lefty up. An interesting decision there. Next pitch, that one in the strike zone. Two one upcoming. Chandler lifts his leg and the delivery. That one misses outside, and now 3 balls and 1 strike. So hitter's count for Burkroff was yet to record a plate appearance this evening. He walked in his first at-bat. 3-1 upcoming. That one fouled off over the Muckdogs dugout. So now Chandler has battled back to a full count. Chandler from the stretch. And the delivery. That one misses. Now the bases will be loaded.
The low and away pitch rolled ball 4. That loads the bases with 2 outs. Just got to make sure you don't allow Owen Harris to get a base knock or get anything off in this at-bat.
Owen Arias back up to the plate. He has the bases loaded this time. He had a 2-run home run in his first plate appearance. Chandler, first pitch upcoming. That one misses high and outside. One ball and no strikes. Chandler resetting for the 1-0 delivery. That one on the outside part of the plate, so now a 1-1 count. One upcoming from Chandler. That one down the middle, now 1-2. Chandler, 1 strike away from getting out of the jam. Lifts his leg and the delivery. That one fouled down the right field line.
Slices its way into the Red Wings bullpen. And that evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes for the righty Harris.
Chandler getting ready for the 1-2. Taking his time now. Chandler, set, and the pitch. That one swung on and missed, and Chandler will get out of the inning.
Harrius' swing a tad early, just anticipated the pitch a little bit too much. And you mentioned it, Chandler gets out of the jam after loading the bases. No runners score for the Red Wings. The first scoreless half inning of the game for either team. And just like that, the Muckdogs stay ahead 8-5 heading into the fourth.
What do we got here today? What do you
Hi,
guys
how
got?
can I help you?
What do you recommend?
I don't know, we just got a fresh batch of Eli Fish's Muckdog Ale.
Muckdog Ale? Go Dogs! Give me some of those.
Muckdog Ale!
Coming right up!
Muckdog Ale!
Go Dogs, baby!
Welcome back to Geneva. It's the top of the fourth inning. James Bolin leading things off for Batavia.
Bolton walked in his first at-bat, singled in his second. Made it home both times.
That one on the outside part of the plate. 0-1 upcoming. That one grounded by Bolton to the left side of the infield. Burcroft picks it up. Throws it across the diamond. Bolton will get on safely. It's a bang-bang play over there at first, but we'll give Bolton the benefit of the doubt with an infield single. Mindas comes up to the plate. 2 for 2 on the evening with a single and a double. DiPiero, he's set, and the delivery. That one low. Next pitch to Mindas, swung on and missed for the first strike. One ball and one strike. Bolton a one-step lead over there at first. That one bounces away from Mindas. Over, and Bolton will get in safely at second base on the wild pitch.
Lots of free 90s and stolen 90s today for the Muckdogs. A big reason why they're in front 8-5.
2 balls and 1 strike. DiPiero set, and the delivery. That one grounded by Mindas over to Burcroft. He takes that one on the bounce. So another infield single for
Burcroft
Muckdogs.
slid over to third to try and corral that ball. Just couldn't get to it. Off the bounce. Was a little late as he threw it at first finally, and Mindas is safe.
So Anthony Greco comes up to the plate. DiPiero's first pitch upcoming. That one chopped at and grounded foul down the first base line. So 2 runners on for the Muckdogs with Greco up at the plate. Oh, 1 upcoming to Greco. That one fouled off. So now Greco facing an 0-2 count. DiPiero lifts his leg and the pitch. That one popped up by Greco. Getting underneath it is Lewis for the out in shallow left center. James Mason now coming up to the plate.
Mason 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out to third, followed by a fly out to right field.
DiPiero on the mound. First pitch up coming into Mason. That one misses outside. The Muckdogs looking to add to their 8-5 lead. DiPiero's pitch upcoming. That one fouled off. Coach Martinez almost grabbed that barehanded.
Coach Martinez with those cat-like reflexes there.
One ball, one strike. Next pitch to Mason. That one misses outside. Now a 2-1 count. Two balls and one strike. DiPiero gets set on the mound. Next pitch. That one grounded off the foot of Mason.
Mason hacks at that one, and it just grazes the bat and barely makes its way out of the dish. That evens the count at 2-2 for the righty Mason.
Two balls and two strikes. Here's the delivery. That one bounces in the dirt right in front of the plate, and now a full count to the second baseman for Batavia. DiPiero has pitched through 3 1/3 so far. He'll step off. DiPiero's 3-2 pitch. That one out to right field for Mason. Bolton will be held up at third, so it's a single for Mason with now the bases loaded.
Mason finally gets on base, and he loads the bases with one out to bring up the first baseman, Eric Smith. You have Bolton at third, Mendez at second. If Mendez scores, the Muckdogs reach double-digit runs in just the fourth inning.
New pitcher will be coming in for Geneva. I believe that is Liam Chapman on the mound for Geneva. Correction, that is Aaron Winzinger. Winzinger on the season in 5 1/3 innings pitched has allowed 5 hits, 10 runs, 13 walks, and 3 strikeouts, with his ERA being at 16.87. So while he warms up, we'll take a quick break.
too easier. Come on, come on, come on. We're going to get some profile speed checked out. Okay, okay. All right. You good? Yep. All right, let's go.
Eric Smith coming up to the plate with 1 out. Winzinger, the new pitcher for Geneva. Bases are loaded for the Muckdogs. Winzinger getting ready for his first pitch. Bolton at third, Mindos at second, and Mason at first. That first pitch misses low and outside for ball 1 to Smith. Double play depth by the middle infielders and regular depth from the corners. 1-0 upcoming. That one inside this time on Smith, and now 2 balls and no strikes. Winzinger getting ready. Smith stands in the left-handed batter's box. 2-0 count upcoming. Winzinger's delivery. That one is high and outside, and now a 3-0 count, 3 consecutive balls. Another pitcher warming up in the Geneva bullpen. I believe that's DJ Brunny. 3-0 delivery. That one misses inside, so Smith will walk, and that brings in Bolton from third for a 9-5 lead for Batavia.
Bolton now coming home for the 3rd time today. And Eric Smith, great eyes to not see or swing at any of those outside pitches and notice them early and get on base.
5 consecutive balls for Winzinger. Morris up to the plate. The 1-0 pitch upcoming from Winzinger. That one inside this time on Morris, so we now sit at 6 consecutive balls from Winzinger.
TJ Morris, a freshman out of Salisbury University, coming into this season wanted to add to the Batavia offense, and he's
that one's to left center.
Certainly done
Carrying
that today.
Out there, it'll fall, so Morris will get on base. Mindos being waved around, so is Mason and Smith. Morris will get a double out of that. It's a 2 RBI double.
Was just going to say he has certainly added to the Batavia offense this season, and right on cue, hits a double and brings in 2 teammates home. He's been fantastic today.
So now Travis Hammond comes up to the plate. Hammond 2 for 2 on the evening. Winzinger gets ready. Next pitch. That one down the middle on Hammond. So going back to Morris briefly, he's gotten the barrel on 2 of his hits so far, driving them out to deep left center. I made the reference to MLB The Show earlier for the perfect. For those of you that are good players, I know somebody that is unable to get a perfect is Bubba Dog. He tends to strike out a lot in MLB The Show. Hammond facing an 0-2. That one fouled off.
Bubba Dog, if you're watching this, you just caught an insane stray from Austin.
So Winzinger getting ready for the 0-2 delivery with 1 out. That one way outside. Smith will come to the plate, sliding in, and he's in there safely getting underneath the tag, so the Muckdogs add another run on the wild pitch.
Smitty receiving nothing but praise from the Muckdogs dugout. Couldn't make out who it was, but one of them just said, "You're so good, Smitty, I love you."
Hammond stepping right back up to the plate, a 1-2 count. Winzinger's delivery. That one inside on Hammond, and now a 2-ball and 2-strike count. 2 pitchers now warming up for Geneva. It is DJ Bruni and number 1, Aiden also Brooks. 2-2 pitch. That one inside. Next pitch, that one outside. Here comes Morris to the plate on the wild pitch.
The score now, Austin, 13-5, thanks to another runner scoring for Batavia. Guess who? Morris again.
So now Hammond goes over to first base. Lopez up at the plate, the top of the lineup for Batavia. Here's the pitch. That one inside, bouncing away from Arias. Next pitch upcoming. That one finds its way in the outside part of the plate. 1-1 count. One pitch. That one will hit Lopez, and he will reach base. So now first and second. Still 1 out in the inning, bringing up Jake Butler. Butler on the evening, 0 for 2. He flew out to center field, grounded into a fielder's choice, and walked in his 3 at-bats so far this evening. Winzinger getting ready. First pitch to Butler. That one high and inside. Now a 1-0 count. Winzinger, 18 pitches so far. He's allowed 1 hit, 2 earned runs, and 2 walks, as well as 1 hit by pitch. So he'll get ready. The 1-0 pitch upcoming. That one finds its way in the outside part of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. 13-5 ball game. The Muckdogs have scored in every inning up until this point. Butler grounds that one over to the right side of the infield. Boyd picks it up, flips it over to short. Thrown back to first, but Butler is safe. Morris will score. Hammond, rather, will score. And now the Muckdogs add another run on the fielder's choice.
Another run scores to increase the lead to 9. And Batavia's premier hitter, Cooper Romick, now up to the dish.
Romick up at the plate. That one high and inside on Romick.
Almost getting his left shoulder there, but Romick narrowly avoids it.
Butler with a 2-step lead over there at first. Winzinger getting ready. Next pitch. Snap throw to first. Butler in there safely.
That second pitch, exactly where the first one was, high and inside. Once again, almost clipping Romick's shoulders. something to keep an eye on here as this at-bat progresses.
1-1 count. Next pitch, that one bouncing away. There goes Butler over to second base on the wild pitch. Two balls and one strike. So another runner in scoring position. The Muckdogs leading 14-5. Romick getting ready, and the next pitch. That one will hit Romick. So another hit by pitch from Winzinger. James Bolton now coming up to the plate.
The high and inside pitch finally got Romick, and he's sent over to first. Interesting to see if more inside pitches are thrown on this at-bat.
Bolton 2 for 2 on the evening. 2 runners on for him in this situation. Winzinger's pitch. That one bounces away, and the runners will advance 90 feet. So Bolton has 2 runners in scoring position for him here. It's a 6-run inning so far for Batavia, and they're not done yet. Winzinger from the stretch. Here's the delivery to Bolton. He grounds that over to Boyd on the right side of the infield. Throw to first, and there's the final out of the inning here in Geneva. 6 runs for the Muckdogs on 4 hits, 41 pitches in the inning. It'll be the top of the lineup for the Red Wings. And Bryant Dawson, Nunnally, and Butler in the bottom half of the 4th inning here in Geneva.
Jeez, this guy stinks. Go to the bullpen. Ready?
Me? Ow. Thanks to these Muckdogs jerseys, which you can buy now, I'm still fresh and still clean.
Hey, how we doing?
Good, how are you?
Can I get one federal admission ticket, please?
Alright, so that's going to be $9. Having a great season, man.
Yeah.
First place.
First place,
I
all
love it.
Muckdogs.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
If you would like tickets, call our number at 585-524-2260. Go Dogs.
Welcome back to Geneva. New pitcher in for the Batavia Muckdogs. It's Tucker Beving. He's 3-0 on the season in 4 1/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, with opponents hitting on Beving. .389. Beving is also posting a 6.23 ERA on the season. His first batter he'll face off is Bryant Dawson, the leadoff hitter for Geneva. Beving's first pitch upcoming. That one a little inside on Bryant Dawson. So 1 ball and no strikes. Beving gets his pitch. The windup and the delivery. That one popped up out down the right field line. Smith loses it in the lights, and that one will hook foul just over the fence. So 1 ball and 1 strike. The Muckdogs in their previous game beat the Niagara Falls Americans by a score of 8-2. So they have put up a ton of runs this season, 14 in this game against Geneva, in their first game at Geneva this season. Beving's 1-1 pitch. That one misses high and outside.
Not the first time Batavia has put up double-digit runs against Geneva. In the previous game against the Red Wings, the Muckdogs scored 12 runs and took that win 12-7.
Another ball high, 3 balls and 1 strike. The Muckdogs are back in action tomorrow against Geneva at Dwyer Stadium. A home game before they go back out on the road against Niagara Falls for the 4th of July. 3-1 upcoming. That one inside for the second strike. Following the game tomorrow against Geneva, there will be post-game fireworks, so stick around for that one. We'll try to get it on the live stream as requested by a lot of the fans. That one grounded over to the Butler on the left side of the infield. Thrown across, Smith stretching, and there is the first out of the inning. Nunnally coming up. He's 1 for 2 on the evening. Singled to right field and flew out to left center. So Beving gets set to face off against Nunnally. That one outside in the other batter's box. 1 ball and no strikes. Beving from the windup again, lifts his leg and the delivery. That one swung on and missed from Nunnally. Beving going back from the windup. The 1-1. That one falls in the strike zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Beving shaking off a few pitches there. Likes that one from Bolton, but time is called from Nunnally. Here's the 1-2 delivery. That one misses outside and low. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch. That one missing high and outside, and now a full count against Nunnally. Full count delivery from Beving. That one deep out to right center. Hammond getting back on it, and he'll catch it out in the gap over the shoulder for the second out of the inning.
Hammond having to go way back to deep center to corral that one. Was literally right next to the fence. Looks like it almost went out. Nevertheless, he makes the play.
That brings up Zach Butler, the first baseman for the Geneva Red Wings this evening. He's 0 for 1. He walked and flew out to right field in his 2 at-bats this evening. Beving likes that pitch, and the first pitch, that one popped up. Smith calling everyone off for the final out of the inning. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Tucker Beving, as the Muckdogs still lead 14-5 over the Red Wings heading into the top of the 5th. Let's get a word from some of our sponsors. Do you or someone you know have a birthday coming up? Host it with the Batavia Muckdogs. For just $179, you receive 10 tickets, 2 Ficarella's pizzas, 10 drink tickets, 1 autographed baseball, and a PA announcement for your birthday person. To reserve that spot, call 585-524-2260. Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel is a casino, hotel, resort, and a half-mile horse track with live horse racing from July to December. Check out 8315 Park Road in Batavia, New York. Has your child been tested for lead? The only way to know if your child has lead poisoning is to get them tested. All children should be tested at ages 1 and 2. Talk to your healthcare provider or the lead poisoning prevention staff from Genesee County Health Department at 585-344-2580 about a blood lead test for your child today, or for more information on transportation to get tested. This season, stay connected with the dogs like never before with exclusive content on our social media platforms. Make sure to follow at Batavia Muckdogs on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with every game, home and away, for the Muckdogs. Sean Mindas leading things off for the Muckdogs here in the top of the fifth. He's 3 for 3 on the evening. Wingzinger's first pitch is inside on Mindas.
Mindas had a 2 RBI double in his first at-bat that started the scoring for the Muckdogs. And since then, Batavia has never looked back, currently holding a 9-run lead in the top of the fourth.
1-1, that bounces in the dirt in the opposing batter's box. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one upcoming. Wingzinger starts his delivery. That one will drill Mindas. Putting a runner on first base. The leadoff runner for the Muckdogs in the top of the fifth. Anthony Greco will step up to the dish. He's 1 for 2 on the evening. In 3 at-bats, he walked, singled to right field, and flew out to the shortstop Lewis, respectively. Wingzinger getting ready. Lifts his leg and the delivery. That one outside for the first ball to Greco. 1 ball, no strikes, with Mindas leading over at first base. Wingzinger. Next pitch upcoming. That one outside again. Snap throw down to first, and Mindas is back in there safely. Two balls and no strikes. Mindas, a step and a half lead over at first base. That one on the outside part of the plate for the first strike to Greco. 2 balls and 1 strike. Wingzinger set. Lifts his leg in the delivery. That one outside again, rolling away from the catcher, Arias. But Mindas will stay at first base. Three-one upcoming. 35th pitch from Wingzinger. That one is outside, and he walks Greco. So now James Mason will come up to the plate, who's 1 for 3 on the evening in his 3 at-bats. He grounded out to second base, flew out to right field, and singled on a ground ball between second and first. He's got 2 runners on at this point with no outs.
A little bit of a slow start for Mason, but he picked it up in his 3rd at-bat. Can build upon that here now and bring 2 teammates closer to home.
1 ball and no strikes. Wingzinger's next pitch. That one grounded over to the first baseman, Butler, who bobbles it, but will touch the bag himself. So an unassisted out at first base is the first out of the inning, but that advances the runners to second and third. Eric Smith will come up to the plate. Next pitch upcoming. That one falls in the strike zone for the first strike. Oh, one upcoming. Smith swings and misses at that one, and now no balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Mindas at third and Greco at second. Winzinger takes a breath, and here's the delivery. That one grounded over to the first baseman, Butler. He picks it up, touches the bag, but Mindas will score. It's a late foul call on that, so Smith will come right back up to the plate. That one was touched fair, but I guess the home plate umpire did not agree. So the 0-2 pitch upcoming to Eric Smith. Winzinger's delivery. That one swung on a miss by Smith. They'll say it was a foul tip, though. Didn't sound like one. Arias took that one down low. So the home plate umpire going to have a word with the pitcher to buy time for Arias to get recollected. Winzinger gets set for his 41st pitch. Here's the delivery. That one swung on a miss by Smith. He'll go down on strikes as TJ Morris now strides into the box.
Smith a little frustrated about going down swinging, but that brings up TJ Morris, who's been spectacular today for the Muckdogs.
Winzinger set. First pitch to Morris. That one outside. Mindas will stay as that rolls away from Arias. One ball and no strikes. Winzinger gets set. And the delivery. That one outside again to Morris, and now 2 balls and no strikes. So 2 runners in scoring position. 2-0 count with 2 outs. Next pitch to Morris. That one swung on and missed. Now a 2-1 count. Two one upcoming. That one grounded foul right next to Coach Martinez.
Martinez talking to Sean Mendez, who's at the third base bag.
So Winzinger reset for the 2-2 approach to Morris. Here's the delivery. That one fouled off from Morris. Saturday, June 6th is Military Appreciation Night. All veterans receive free admission courtesy of our local Batavia Geico office. That one over, snagged at third by Burcroft, and the pick over there at first base gets the Red Wings out of the inning. No runs for Batavia in the top of the 5th as we now head to Geneva's turn at the plate in the bottom half of the inning. So speaking of July 6th, If you want your active duty family member or veteran to be on the broadcast, email us a picture at batavia.muckdogs, which is coming across the bottom of your screen. To have them on the broadcast, give us their name and their branch, and they will be shown appreciation on the broadcast, because without their service, we wouldn't be having broadcasts like we are tonight. Welcome back to Geneva. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning. The Muckdogs currently leading over the Red Wings by a score of 14-5. Colin Boyd, the second baseman, coming up to the plate with Tucker Beving still on the mound for the Muckdogs here for a second inning of work. First pitch right down the middle for strike one. Beving. Next pitch, that one grounded over to Smith at first base, and he picks it up for the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the fifth. John Lewis, the shortstop, comes up to the plate. So Beving, 2 pitches and already 1 out in the inning. Shakes off that pitch, and he starts his windup. First pitch to Lewis. That one barely missing outside for a ball. One ball, no strikes. That one high. Two balls and no strikes. Beving starts his windup and the delivery. Missing again, now a 3-0 count. So Beving trying to battle all the way back now, down 3-0 in the count. That one misses again, and it's a 4-pitch walk. Kessel will come up to the plate. Kessel 1 for 1 on the evening. 14 hits for the Muckdogs, with Geneva having 6 on their end. It's a 14-5 game. First pitch from Beving. That one bounces away from Bolton. Lewis will move over. Bolton will go. Thought he was going to have a word with Beving. Time was called. So, Bolton having a word with Beving. You guys want anything to eat? Huh? Ketchup, mustard, anything? Thank you. So Beving going back to work with a runner on second base now. Beving likes that pitch. The 1-0 coming. Delivery swung on and missed from Kessel. One out in the inning. 1 ball and 1 strike to Kessel. Slide step from Beving is another swing and miss from Kessel. 1-2. Beving shakes that one off. Here's the next pitch. That one swung on and missed, so 3 straight strikes from Beving. Sets down Kessel. Brings up 2 outs now in the inning. Trevor Dozenbach coming up to the plate.
Dozenbach had a double in his first at-bat, followed by a pop out to second.
Next pitch, that one down the middle. Beving resetting in the next pitch. That one swung on and missed again.
Dozenbach in a quick 0-2 hole after he misses that pitch.
Beving 1 strike away from setting down the Red Wings. Swung on and missed, and that ends the inning. No runs on no hits on 13 pitches. Beving gets the strikeout. We now head to the top of the 6th here in Geneva.
Great job by Beving to get out of that at-bat rather quickly and give the Muckdogs another chance to put some more runs on the board to pile on the lead.
Yo, what's happening?
My knee!
Alright, we'll get you in here. Come on. Alright, we're gonna get you in the clubhouse, get you checked out, alright? Alright. You good? Yep. Alright, let's go. You look at it in the trainer's table.
Okay.
Gotta get this done quick. Oh, what's up, guys? Something wrong with his knee. I'm not sure what it is.
His knee, huh?
My knee.
Let's take a look. Nothing I can do. Let's send down to Rochester Regional Health, the best medicine services in Western New York.
We're back in Geneva for the top of the 6th here. Travis Hammond leading things off for the Muckdogs against Winzinger. First pitch upcoming to Hammond. That one inside. That one misses. Now a 2-0 count. missing again. And now Hammond up 3-0 in the count. Next pitch, that one bounces, and it's a 4-pitch walk for Travis Hammond, putting speed on first base for the Muckdogs.
Hammond walked in each of his last 2 at-bats now.
Lucas Lopez coming up to the plate now for Batavia. The leadoff hitter for the Muckdogs, playing shortstop. First pitch up coming from Winzinger. Way outside for a ball. Winzinger getting set. The 1-0. That one out to right center. Getting underneath it is Nunnally. But that'll fall down for a single.
The Muckdogs hitters have been attacking Geneva's outfielders all night long. That's another one driven out to center that falls on the ground and lands for a base hit.
Pinch runner for the Muckdogs now. It's Caleb Walker coming into the game. So Caleb Walker at first base. Lopez going to take a rest. Winzinger gets set for the first pitch to Butler. That one misses low. One ball and no strikes. Next pitch. That one missing outside.
The righty Butler. And he's quickly ahead in the count, 2-0.
2-0 pitch from Winzinger upcoming. That one will drill Butler and load the bases for Cooper Romick to come up to the plate. So now the base is loaded in the top of the 6th. Butler walking that one off. First pitch to Romick. That one bounces in the dirt. Cooper Romick 2 for 3 on the evening. He singled to center, doubled to left center, grounded out to second, and was hit by a pitch. 1-0 pitch. That one way outside. Here comes Hammond to the plate. The run will score, and the Muckdogs add another run on the wild pitch. So, it's a 10-run ball game. Winzinger getting set. Next pitch upcoming. That one bounces in the dirt again. 3 balls and no strikes. Winzinger gets set, and the 3-0 to Romick. That one on the inside part of the plate for the first strike, so if it's good, Romick will have the green light to swing. The 3-1 pitch. That one bounces in the dirt, loading the bases again. So James Bolin coming up to the plate. The coach for Geneva going to have a word with Winzinger. That'll be it for Winzinger on the evening. And While we wait for the new pitcher, let's take a look at our upcoming games. Pitcher in the game for Geneva, it's DJ Bruni. Bruni on the season in 2 1/3 innings pitched, posting a 7.71 ERA. He's allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts on the season. James Bolton will be coming up to the plate momentarily as Bruni finishes warming up. So, Bruni also on the season. Hitters are hitting .222 off of him. There's a 1.1 strike percentage and a .257 whip.
Bolton leading off for the Muckdogs. As you mentioned, he's scored a run in each of his first 3 at-bats, was walked at his first, and came home, followed by a pair of singles that brought him to home plate as well. 3 out of the 15 runs on the day have been from Bolton.
So with this call to the pen, it's presented by Wellness on the Go. WNGO offers mobile mental health support through Medicaid managed care plans across Niagara, Genesee, and Orleans counties. For more information or to make a referral, call us at 585-345-0448. First pitch from the southpaw is outside for a ball. Next pitch upcoming. That one on the outside part of the plate. Now a 1-1 count. One pitch from Bruni. That one down the right field line and fouled off from Bolton. Now a 1-2 count. No outs in the inning with the bases loaded. Next pitch to Bolton. That one swung on and missed, and Bolton goes down on strikes. Sean Mindas comes up to the plate. So Winzinger's final stat line on the evening: in 1 2/3 innings pitched, he gave up 2 hits, 4 runs, 5 walks, 1 strikeout, and 4 hit by pitches.
Mendez has made it on base in all 4 of his at-bats so far. Had a triple in his first plate appearance, followed by a pair of singles, and then was walked in his most recent at-bat.
One ball and no strikes. Bases still loaded with 1 out. Mindas fouls that one off over the press box. One. Bruni, his next pitch. That one out to right field from Mindas. Bryant Dawson getting back on it. It's caught, tagging his Walker and Butler, though both advanced 90 feet. And the Muckdogs add another run. So now that puts runners at the corners following the tag.
Could potentially be looking at another mercy victory for the Muckdogs. Would be the second one this season. Batavia won 15-2 over Jamestown. That one ended after 6 innings. Mercy rule for the PGCBL. 10 runs after 7.
Bryson Berry now hitting for the Muckdogs here. Berry pinch hitting for Anthony Greco. Cooper Romick at first base, Butler at third. Next pitch, that one outside again. 2 balls and no strikes. Bruni's 2-0 pitch, but a light throw over to first for Romick diving back in. Next pitch to Berry. Swung on and missed from Berry, and now a 2-1 count. Bruni set. Berry grounds that one off of Burcroft. Romick will advance over to third base. He slides in and Berry over to second, so a run will score.
More confusion in the infield for the Red Wings. Burkhoff assumed he had it, thought it was in his glove, but instead it dribbles behind him into the outfield, and he's caught with another error.
James Mason now up to the plate. 2 outs, the Muckdogs leading by 12. Mason grounds that one to Bruni, who will lightly toss it over to Butler for the final out of the inning here in the top of the 6th. So 3 runs on 1 hit on 1 error on 26 pitches. Hugh LeMasters, Casey Burcroft, and Owen Arias will come up to the plate for the Red Wings in the bottom half of the 6th. So Joe Siciliano now catching for James Bolton. And Jason Causey, the new pitcher for the Muckdogs here. Causey, in 2 2/3 innings pitched, has allowed 6 hits, has a 13.5 ERA on 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, and opponents are hitting .600 on Causey. More changes. Walker in at shortstop. So, with that being said, Rochester Regional Health is an integrated health services organization serving the people of Western New York, the Finger Lakes, and beyond. Remember, fans, a Muckdogs game is a great way to entertain a group for the evening. Now we are able to offer fundraisers tailored to your group needs. For all group information, please contact the Muckdogs office at 585-524-2260 to reserve your package today. Attica's 10th hole and golf course was formerly known as Attica Golf Club and is now a public 9-hole golf course that was built in 1932. Attica's 10th hole and golf is a great place to eat and is open all year round for holiday brunches, meals to go, and delicious Friday fish fries. Check out 95 Bunnell Street in Attica, New York. Whole Life Fitness is the official gym of the Batavia Muckdogs, located at 624 East Main Street in Batavia. Make sure to stop in and see them for your membership today. Muckdog fans, Auto Wash is award-winning and committed to providing the best car wash experience in the Finger Lakes. Go unlimited and become a club member today. Don't forget to ask about the Family Plan program to save even more. So the first hitter coming up is Hugh LeMasters that Kazi will face. We're here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3 runs for the Muckdogs in the top of the 6th has this lead for Batavia up to 12 runs. First pitch from Kazi bounces in the dirt. So Kazi resets, lefty on the mound for the Muckdogs, the second lefty of the game. Chandler the first one. Next pitch, low again, and now 2 balls and no strikes.
Back-to-back low pitches has LeMasters quickly ahead in the count.
2-0 from Kazi. That one low again, 3 balls and no strikes. So Kazi has to come all the way back now, down 3-0. Starts his windup for the 3-0 delivery. That one in the strike zone, and now a 3-1 count. Kazi likes that pitch after the first one shaken off. That one grounded up the middle for a single for LeMasters. Casey Burcroft coming up. Burcroft, the third baseman this evening for Geneva. Kazi ready, coming from the stretch this time. Next pitch. That one low and outside. Kazi in 6 pitches so far this inning. 5 balls, 1 strike. Kazi's pitch. That one swung and a miss by Burcroft. Muckdogs, through 6 innings at the plate, they've scored in 5 of the 6. Those run totals being 2 in the top of the first, 5 in the top of the second, 1 in the top of the third, 6 in the top of the fourth, 0 in the fifth, and 3 in the top half of this inning.
Arguably the best offensive performance of the season for Batavia. 17 runs scored. That's the highest, just narrowly beating the 16 runs scored against Niagara Falls a few weeks back. 16 hits on the day, also up there with the most the Muckdogs have had this season, just overall playing amazingly from the plate tonight.
2-2 upcoming. That one. Diving is Walker. It'll be a single. Kind of was like a slow motion play over there.
Walker just a tad short of where the ball landed, loses his glasses on that dive. And that puts 2 runners on for the Red Wings.
Owen Arias up to the plate. 2 runners on for Arias, who has a 2-run home run in this game. That one bounces in the dirt. So 1 ball and no strikes as Kazi will reset. One 1-0 pitch. That one missing again. 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
Two upcoming from Kazi. Here's the delivery. That one down the middle for the first strike. 2-1 count with 2 runners on. Kazi's 2-1 in the strike zone again. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kazi resetting the 2-2. Little low and now full count. Full count pitch upcoming from Kazi. That one will hit the foot of Arias, loading the bases.
Bases loaded, no outs. Not the position you want to be in if you're Kazi at the mound, but you can still battle back from it. We've seen Batavia's pitchers have success in certain stretches when the bases have been loaded with 0 or 1 outs.
Bases are loaded for the top of the lineup in Tyson Bryant Dawson. Kazi from the windup again. That one misses. 1 ball and no strikes. Next one finds the inside part of the plate. 1-1 count. Kazi starts the 1-1. That one deep out to center field. Hammond getting back on it. Still carrying. That one is gone. It's a grand slam for Tyson Bryant Dawson. Out to the 410 mark in center field.
Second home run of the day. This one coming in the form of a grand slam, and that brings Geneva to 9 runs on the day. Still trailing by 8. But an absolute dinger. What you needed if you're the Red Wings late in this one. Potentially avoiding the mercy rule by the Muckdogs.
Nunnally now up. No outs still in the inning. Kazi going back to work. That one on the inside part of the plate. Oh, 1. That one misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That grand slam, Austin, further showing how much of a high-scoring game this is. 26 runs on the evening across both teams. What a game.
That one misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. Kazi's 2-1 pitch. That one high and inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Ruth and Pedraza warming up for the Muckdogs. "3-1. Kazi's delivery. That one outside, and he walks him. Coach Martinez going to have a word with Kazi. That'll be the end of the day for Kazi. There's no outs in the inning.
Kazi frustrated at the mound as Geneva fighting back with that grand slam. Likely to bring up either Ruth or Pedraza.
Let's throw a curveball in there.
Isidro
Jimenez in the game for the Muckdogs. In 1 1/3 innings pitched, he's allowed 2 hits, has a 27 ERA on the season, 2 walks, and opponents are hitting .400 off of Jimenez on the season. So while he warms up, we'll take a break. Back to Geneva, 1 runner on. Isidro Jimenez up to the mound, I should say. Zach Butler is the one up to the plate. It's a 17-9 ball game in the bottom of the 6th. Jimenez's first pitch swung on and missed.
How about that fastball down the middle by Jimenez? What he's known for is exactly that. The velocity, the speed, the cannon that he has, putting it to work there.
Jimenez's next pitch, that one outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jimenez likes that pitch. He's set. The 1-1. Inside snap throw to first. Smith loses that one. Rolling out into the outfield, and there goes Nunnally to second.
But the umpire tells him to go back to first.
They're saying interference on Nunnally.
Batavia bailed out there. Just an unfortunate turn of events at first. Eric Smith right on the bag, misses the catch. It trickles behind him into shallow right field. No other infielders or outfielders there for the Muckdogs, and luckily you got away with it due to it being called interference.
Next pitch high, 3 balls and 1 strike. That one will drill the batter. He'll get up and jog down to first, bringing up the cleanup guy in Colin Boyd.
He got up right away like it was nothing. Props to the hitter for the Red Wings, Zach Butler, who gets to first and takes that pitch like it was nothing.
So now Colin Boyd up to the plate with 2 runners on, still no outs. Jimenez's next pitch, that one low. 1-0 now. Next pitch from Jimenez. 1-0 delivery. That one low again. 2 balls and no strikes.
Isidro struggling to find the zone, throwing a handful of low pitches. Just got to shake it off and focus on the next one.
That one popped up going foul.
That one fouled off, and the left bleachers as we hear it trickling down each step.
2 balls, 1 strike. Jimenez going back to work. Next pitch. That one out to left field. Mindas chasing after it. It'll fall. Bare hand grab by Mindas, thrown in. It'll be a single for Boyd. Loading the bases again. John Lewis coming up to the plate. We've already seen 2 home runs in this one. One of those being a grand slam to dead center. John Lewis up. Jimenez's first pitch. That one fouled off. Still no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. So Jimenez likes that pitch. Lewis in the right-handed batter's box. Next one upcoming. That one outside. One ball and 1 strike. Jimenez. He's set. And the delivery. That one high and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two 2-1 from Jimenez. That one swung on and missed. On a 2-2 count. Two pitch. That one grounded into the gap, so a run will score. Being waved around to the plate. Siciliano drops the tag, and there's the throw to the plate for the out, but 1 run will score. So now it's a 7-run ball game.
The Muckdogs were ahead by as much as 12 at one point. Now, only ahead by 7. You allow 1 more run to score at the plate, but you get the out, hopefully. This gets the fielders in a groove and can get the last 2 rather quickly.
Next one, that's a ball high. One ball and no strikes. If you like offense, this one's for you.
27 total runs scored. Without a doubt, the most in a game this season for the Muckdogs and their opponent.
2 balls and no strikes. One out in the inning. Jimenez resetting. And the delivery there goes both runners. Siciliano chooses to go to second. Mason lays down the tag, not in time. It's a double steal.
And that puts both runners in scoring position with only one out in the bottom of the sixth. The Red Wings steadily chipping away at this lead. And they're within 7, but if both runs score, they'll be within 5.
3-0 upcoming from Jimenez to Kessel. Next pitch. Check swing. They'll say he went.
That pitch evening the count at 3 balls, 1 strike, rather. It's a little
Jimenez, resetting, gets his next pitch. Takes a breath. And the delivery. That one inside, and he walks him.
Third time this inning, the bases have been loaded. And Coach Martinez now calling somebody from the bullpen. We'll see who it is. Likely Pedraza or Ruth, as they were warming up earlier.
It'll be Pedraza coming in the game.
And that's the end of the day for Jimenez.
Pedraza in 8 2/3 innings pitched. He allowed 5 hits, has a 1.04 ERA, 2 walks, 12 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting 167, and he's posting a .91 whip. So a reliable arm for Coach Martinez coming into the game here in Michael Pedraza. Jimenez's final stat line on the day. 19 pitches, 2 hits, 1 walk, no earned runs, as those runs were responsible to Jason Causey, and 1 hit by pitch. We'll be back.
Yo, what's happening? My knee!
All right, we'll get you in here. Come on. Let's get you checked out, all right? Okay. All right. You good? Yep. All right, let's go. You look at it in the trainer's table. Okay. Gotta get this done quick. Oh, what's up, guys? Something wrong with his knee. I'm not sure what it is.
His knee, huh?
My knee.
Let's take a look. Nothing I can do. Let's send another roster to Regional Health. The best medicine services in Western New York.
What do we got here today? What do you guys got? How can I help you? What do you recommend? We just got a fresh batch of Eli Fish's Muckdog Ale.
Muckdog Ale? Go Dogs! Give me some of those.
Muckdog Ale coming right up! Muckdog Ale!
Go Dogs, baby!
Trevor Dozenbach, the first batter that Michael Pedraza will face. Pedraza getting ready for the first pitch to Dozenbach. And the delivery, that one fouled off. So Pedraza, 1 strike, came in the game with 1 out. Pedraza starts his delivery. That one fouled off again. Oh-2 now as Pedraza steps on the mound. Gets ready to go at it again. The 0-2 pitch from Pedraza. That one fouled off. Oh, 2 upcoming from Pedraza. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off. So Dozenbach staying alive. A 5-run inning here from Geneva has avoided the mercy in the game ending in after the 6th. Pedraza getting ready for the 0-2 delivery. And the pitch. Inside, but too far inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch, fouled off.
What a deja vu in this at-bat. Foul ball after foul ball after foul ball. Count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pedraza trying to get this final strike would be the 2nd out for the Red Wings.
Swung on and missed.
And he gets it.
Now 2 outs in the inning. Well, fans, we'll be back in action tomorrow as Geneva takes on the Muckdogs at Dwyer Stadium. There will be post-game fireworks. For tickets, go visit Jack in the Box office or call 585-524-2260. Pedraza's next pitch upcoming. That one bounces away from Siciliano. Here comes the run to the plate. Boyd will slide in and score. As the Red Wings now cut that lead down even more.
Make that a 6-run inning by the Red Wings. And now Geneva's only down by 6. And you still have 2 more runners in scoring position. If you're Pedraza, you just have to get out of this jam as quickly as possible.
Pedraza getting ready. The 1-0 delivery to LeMasters. Here's the pitch. That one grounded over to Pedraza. He picks it up. Throw to first. For the final out of the inning, 6 runs for the Red Wings. 4 of those being off of 1 hit from Tyson Bryant Dawson.
There's the break Pedraza was looking for. They still have a decent lead late in this one. But at all costs, you can't allow 6 more runs to score in 1 inning.
We'll be back for the top of the 7th here after the 6th run, 5-hit inning from...
Hello, my name's Yanquiel Gonzalez.
Hello, my name is Isidro Jimenez.
Jeez, this guy stinks. Go to the bullpen. Ready?
Me? Thanks to these Muckdogs jerseys, which you can buy now, I'm still fresh and still clean.
Hey guys, this is Austin, the play-by-play broadcaster for the Batavia Muckdogs, and I'm here with Dewey at Attica's 10th hole in Attica, New York at 96 Bunnell Street. Dewey's here ready to sink a par. Go ahead, Dewey. Come out to Attica's to play some 9-hole golf. Nice job, Dewey.
Yo, Eric and Jason, where'd y'all get this car at?
Pellegrino.
Where's that at?
Batavia.
The best auto dealership in Western New York.
Welcome back to the top of the 7th. It's a 17-11 game now. DJ Bruni going against Eric Smith. First pitch. That one finds its way on the outside part of the plate for the first strike. Next pitch upcoming, the 0-1. That one bounces.
Way outside, lanes in front of the plate. Smith doesn't offer, and that'll even the count.
One ball, one strike. Next pitch. That one outside. Next one misses again. Now a 3-1 count. Reaching the 3-hour mark on the broadcast.
Might set a record for the longest broadcast this season.
I think the longest is 3.5 hours. That's 9 innings.
We're only in the 7th as Smith jogs over to first. And TJ Morris now up to the plate.
Next pitch way outside for ball 1. Jared, I don't know what sports you've broadcast before, but if you ever get the chance to do hockey, I really appreciate hockey. It's fast-paced.
I can tell you this, Austin, every sport I've worked on during my time at Syracuse has had a time limit. I've worked on my women's lacrosse play-by-play this past semester, called a basketball game back in January. You know how much time is left. Baseball, it's a bit unclear because anything could happen.
The longest baseball game was 32 or 33 innings, spanned over the course of, I believe, 2 days, 3 days. I will get that.
I'm going to assume you weren't on the call for that one.
No, I was not. That one called the strike on Morris. So the longest baseball game in MLB history was 25 innings.
Who was playing? And when was this? Because I'm looking at your computer screen. That looks like an old scoreboard.
1984, the White Sox and the Brewers. That is not the longest baseball game ever, though. I know that for a fact.
That's just by innings?
That's just Major League.
Major League, okay.
The longest baseball game ever was actually between the Rochester Red Wings and the Pawtucket Paw Sox. It was a 3-2 final. It went 33 innings.
You know what it is, Austin? It's the name Red Wings. It's cursed. If you have Red Wings as your team name, you're going to be playing baseball games for a long time.
One ball in this count, and now 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So that game spanned over the course of 2 days, from 3 days, actually. April 18th and 19th, and they made it up again on June 23rd in 1981. The Paw Sox walked it off in the 33rd inning, the bottom of the 33rd. If you look at the hit totals from that game, the Rochester Red Wings had 18 hits. The Paw Sox had 21.
Muckdogs currently have 16 hits, and we're only in the 7th inning. So a good chance they surpass the 18 set by the Red Wings, and even the 21 by the Red Sox.
That was at McCoy Stadium. Kind of interesting how that one spanned. As Hammond walks, loading the bases now.
What year was this game in?
1981.
81. That was just a few years before the longest Major League game.
Yeah, 3 years. So the Paw Sox tied it in the bottom of the 9th. Both the Red Wings scored in the 21st. The Paw Sox answered in the bottom of the 21st, and then nothing from the 21st to the bottom of the 33rd, where the Paw Sox walked it off.
Talk about getting your money's worth, staying at a game for 33 innings for that Red Sox and Red Wings game, or 25 innings for the longest Major League game ever. Great deal.
I heard a story from somebody I knew that was actually at that game. Sorry about that. Forgot to change it to the top of the 7th. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Walker up at the plate. Next one right down the middle on Walker. So what I was saying is somebody had tickets to that game. They stayed overnight in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. They watched both parts of the game on the 18th and 19th. And then they got tickets again for the game to be resumed later on. I think I said June 28th.
I assume your tickets would roll over then, right? If you have a game that goes longer than you'd expect, right? And you have to roll it over the next day. Interesting. Just an interesting scenario as a fan.
So the game ended when they resumed it in June. They only played, I think, an inning or two, and then the Paw Sox walked it off as Caleb Walker walks, loading up the bases.
And Eric Smith will score for the Muckdogs. And that'll be 18 runs on the day for Batavia.
And we got another mound visit.
You know, Austin, now's a good time as any to fire this question to you. I wasn't on the broadcast yesterday, really, but I was at Niagara Falls watching from afar, as I do on certain occasions. I don't have the full context of this, but I briefly heard that you and our other fellow broadcaster, Landon Washburn, were considering jumping into the pool that was behind the bleachers at Niagara Falls. Just tell me the story, give me the rundown. I have a little bit of an idea, but yeah, just tell me what was going on there.
So we made that agreement with the viewers watching at the time, and then we got shot down by the higher-ups. As that one sent deep to left center by Jake Butler. Jumping, though, is Nunnally to cut it down. Morris will score. Hammond dives in. He's safe at the plate.
Gets there. Barely. And the Muckdogs are now at 20 runs, Austin. 31 scored in this game. And
still going as they throw it around and
make that 32.
So that clears the bases on the sac fly from Butler. We're back up to a 10-run lead for the Muckdogs. with Cooper Romick coming up to the plate.
This is like a video game scoreboard right now. 21-11. What is happening here in Geneva? Just way to answer back if you're Batavia. You let up 6 runs in the previous inning, and you answer back with 3 of your own to bring the lead back to double digits.
Romick pops that one up. It'll be caught by the first baseman, Butler. So after that sequence of events, I forget what the question you just asked me was.
First of all, that got the dugout energized completely. They were screaming and praising all the runners that just came home. But going back to our conversation before that play, just tell me the story of yesterday's turn of events. You almost jumping into a pool. I know for a fact you didn't have your bathing suit with you. Neither did Landon. So that would have been interesting to see. You said you were shot down by the higher-ups.
Yeah, all right. So, we were shot down from the higher-ups. This was brought up by Gavin Chandler, tonight's starter, as Siciliano fouls that one off.
Shout out Gavin Chandler.
He got people to rally support for that. So, because we didn't hold up that end of the bargain, we do have something else planned to make up for it.
Ice bucket challenge?
No, I did that once, and I'll never do that again. We'll find out either tomorrow or Friday. Gavin Chandler, I talked to him before the game. I am going to hold up my end of the bargain as that one is grounded over to Boyd. Thrown to first. That one goes wide, and Siciliano reaches.
I've never done the ice bucket challenge. I'm a little scared to do so after you saying you'll never do it again. But I'm curious to see what arises from this.
Do not use hose water if you ever do the ice bucket challenge.
I'll try not to.
That is extremely cold.
I'm assuming that's what happened when you did the ice bucket challenge.
Yes. Yes, I used hose water. I think I got sick after. I got like a cold or something. This was back in like 5th grade or something like that. But, yeah. Chandler and I are going to work it out. Maybe make it an in-game thing if we can work with game ops on that.
We'll have to get this recorded out on social media in some capacity.
We'll talk to game ops. I'll talk to Chandler after the game, and we'll figure something out. It'll either be tomorrow or Friday is what we were planning. Next pitch is outside, and now a 2-1 count.
So that means viewers, the 64 watching, be sure to tune in, whether it's tomorrow or Friday, to see what Austin has up his sleeve for tomorrow's game and tomorrow's broadcast.
Mindas singles that one into left field, adding to his total now 4 for 4 on the evening.
As Mindas gets on base there.
Bryson Berry coming up to the plate for Batavia. Connor Gerhardt, the game ops coordinator, just mentioned in the group chat, not the group chat, the live chat, that game ops will work with us. So I'll have to talk to Gavin Chandler to
strike up some sort of deal there.
0-1 upcoming. That one outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bruni getting ready. Next pitch to Barry. That one. A great stop behind the plate by Arias. Two balls and 1 strike. Bruni's pitch. That one on the outside part of the plate. 2-2. Looks like a football game happened here with the scoreboard. Next pitch, that one high. Full count. Typically, baseball games
I just realized where you were going with that.
are 5 runs or so. We have 32 combined runs between both teams.
Yeah, what a game to be on the call for. 17 hits for the Muckdogs, 10 for the Red Wings. And in contention for our longest broadcast together, as this one's run well over 3 hours.
15 minutes and we'll tie it. James Mason up to the plate. That one out to right field. Mason gets the RBI single. Being waved around as Mindas. He's coming to the plate. He will score, so it's a 2 RBI single for Mindas.
23-11 the score for the Muckdogs now. And Batavia answers Geneva's 6-run inning with a 6-run inning of its own.
Eric Smith now up at the plate. So back to a 12-run lead for Batavia. Smith fouls that one off.
Batavia's dugout revitalized after the 6 runs score this inning.
0-1 upcoming. That one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bruni next pitch. High to Smith. Two one upcoming. Outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. So Bruni, 1 more ball, loads the bases again with TJ Morris coming up to the plate. Bruni's pitch fouled off from Smith. Full count pitch upcoming. The pitch from Bruni. Grounded over to the left side of the infield. Lewis thrown across the diamond. Another error. 1 run will score as that one rolls to the fence.
24-11, the Muckdogs lead now in the top of the 7th. An absolute offensive clinic tonight by the Muckdogs. Austin, if you looked or told me today that Geneva would score 11 runs and that would be less than half the amount Batavia has scored, I would look at you like you're crazy. But that's the reality we're in. The Muckdogs have 24 runs today. Have only 1 inning, and it's the top of the 5th where Batavia hasn't scored.
New pitcher in the game, Aiden Alsobrooks.
Just an absolute masterclass at the plate.
So with Alsobrooks getting ready to warm up with runners at the corners, we'll take a break. We're back in Geneva. TJ Morris coming up to the plate. 17 hits for Batavia, 4 errors from Geneva has us sitting at a 24-11 game. That one a ball high.
Want to give a quick shout out to Michael Benedict, the starting pitcher yesterday for the Muckdogs, who just commented, "The dogs are hot." The dogs are in fact hot. 24 runs and 17 hits on the day. Potentially more to come.
There's another ball there. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Morris lays off of the next pitch, and it's a 2-1 count.
Next one in there for a strike. And there's a walk, so the bases are loaded again. With Travis Hammond coming up to the plate. This is now the 6th time this evening that Hammond's been up at the plate. I want to know what everybody that from the other teams are thinking, looking at the scoreboard on the PGCBL website, with this being 24-11.
You never know, that could pull in more viewers. Trying to see what the heck is going on with this game.
Grounded to Lewis. Lewis throws across the diamond, and that ends the inning.
So a 7-run inning in the top of the 7th has the Muckdogs firmly ahead, 24-11.
You mean the Batavia Bulldogs and the Geneva Pump-Up? 2 semi-pro football teams.
We can call them that.
Both cities. So it will be Pedraza out here as we get ready for the bottom of the 7th. Did not mean to flip it over to the that camera.
Caught me a little off guard there.
Burcroft coming up to the plate as Jimmy Jam just mentioned. Geneva's down by 2 touchdowns against the Muckdogs. Down by 13, so for those of you football fans, a touchdown, a point after, and then another touchdown without the point after is what Geneva is down by. 7 runs on the top of the 7th for the Muckdogs. Pedraza is still on the mound as he throws the first pitch that was a ball to Burcroft, and his next pitch is a strike to Burcroft.
Perfect time to mention 7-1-6 night coming up soon at Dwyer Stadium. Be sure to check out and get your tickets for that game, as we have a very special guest delivering the first pitch on July 16th.
Pedraza getting ready for the 1-2. And the delivery. That one high. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Burcroft. Pedraza starts his windup, the 2-2. Down the middle, and Pedraza gets the strikeout. 1 out. Owen Arias coming up. Pedraza now 2 outs away from finishing this one. Pedraza starting the windup. Next pitch, that one low. One ball and no strikes. Pedraza starts his windup and the delivery. That one swung on and missed by Arias. 1-1 count. Pedraza the 1-1. Fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pedraza the 1-2 offering upcoming. Check swing. He goes down. Back-to-back Ks for Pedraza, and now we are 1 out away from finishing this one. Before Tyson Bryant Dawson comes up, I just want to thank the 62 viewers for sticking around for the entirety of this one to watch this football game at the baseball field.
Those are true fans. 62 dedicated watchers that are tuning in for this game that's almost 3.5 hours long. That's dedication, and that's what you get when you're here with the Muckdogs.
There's a ball low, 1-0 in the count. Pedraza getting set. The windup for the next pitch. The 1-0. That one, a ball high. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 upcoming from Pedraza. And the delivery. That one low. 3 balls and no strikes. Next pitch upcoming from Pedraza, the 3-0. And the delivery, that one in the strike zone for the first strike of this at-bat. 3 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count for Bryant Dawson. Next pitch from Pedraza, that one inside, and he walks him. Now Nunnally will come up to the plate. We are 5 minutes away from breaking the record of our longest broadcast this season. 2 down. Pedraza. Slide step, that one on the outside part of the plate for the first strike. Not only down 0-1. Pedraza getting set. The 0-1 pitch upcoming. That one swung on and missed, and now 1 more strike. Pedraza stepping right back on the mound. Getting ready to go back to work. Gets that pitch from Siciliano. Pedraza, the 0-2. Slide step. That one bounces in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pedraza going to do it again. The 1-2 upcoming. And the delivery, that one popped up going foul. So, Pedraza against Nunnally. Is Nunnally staying alive in this count? Next pitch from Pedraza. That one missing outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pedraza gets ready for the 2-2. That one swung on, and it's a foul tip to end this one here in Geneva. An offensive output by both teams here in this one, as the Muckdogs will beat the Geneva Red Wings by a score of 24-11 here in Geneva. The Muckdogs will be back in action tomorrow, July 3rd, with post-game fireworks as they take on the Geneva Red Wings at Dwyer Stadium. As for this one here in Geneva, Austin Mendy signing off and wishing you a good night from Geneva. I'll see you tomorrow at Dwyer Stadium.